These were my goals when I graduated college. I called it a checklist. It was random and messy. Hopefully, one day, I would achieve these things. Then, I started a company, and because I was super busy, I realized that I needed a daily routine. This became my new Bible. Keys to success: never forget to call mom. My first company failed, so I had to reevaluate. No checklist, no daily routine. Instead, I wrote a manifesto of guiding principles. I made this poster and hung it in my office at WeWork in Chicago. How I think about goals is constantly evolving. In my life, writing down what I want to achieve has been very powerful. I've accomplished some of these things. I still don't have a tattoo though.
Hi everyone, my name is Manu. I'm a former software entrepreneur and men's physique competitor, and now I direct a startup accelerator. I'm going to walk you through the most important document that I create every year. It's something that I look at daily. This is how I set goals. For me, the most important thing in life is control over my time. So my vision is that I will become self-sustainable because entrepreneurship is the key to freedom. The most important project you can work on in life is yourself. And I know it sounds cheesy, but that's why I set goals, because life hits really hard every single day. And as soon as each day starts, it's very easy to forget about what you're actually striving towards, what you're actually working towards. That's why this document is my Bible. I look at it daily in the morning so that no matter what happens that day, whether it's work or other things, I always have a North Star to guide me. So grab a notebook and a pen and just start writing anything that comes to mind in terms of things that you want to accomplish. Anything and everything. Now comes the hardest part. Getting rid of almost everything on that list. The most important thing you can probably do actually is figuring out what not to do, because you bleed energy by focusing on things that don't matter. For example, I really want a dog. Is that really tied into my vision? And could I see that as one of my main goals? Probably not, but I'm gonna file it under my bucket list because I definitely want a dog. And just like that, I go through the whole list and I try to figure out what things to delete and what things to save for later. So when I was going through my list, I noticed that there were some things that I couldn't really measure. For example, I wrote kindness. And how do I measure kindness? Like, do I just not be mean? I call these things mantras because they're themes. And I have 3 mantras: time, celebration, and kindness. I find it extremely helpful to have themes like this that relate to my vision. I want to respect my time. I want to celebrate the very few moments we have here on Earth. And I want to be kind to people because I want to develop empathy, because you never know what someone is going through. Now, take a look at all the things that you've written down and try to see if there are any similarities. Okay? Me, for example, let's see, some things that could be themed together include bouldering, dancing, learning massage. It looks like fitness might be a major theme here, so I'm just gonna write that down. So it looks like I finally have my goals. I've grouped them into 3 kind of main areas: fitness, content, and business. And look what? These goals mean absolutely nothing, because without the system, you will never get there. So this goal of fitness is kind of vague. A system is a process that walks you through each day rather than some random arbitrary goal far out in the future. So to be in the best shape of my life, I need a workout routine daily, and I need to track my food intake. I need to watch my macros. So what I've done is I've actually outlined my entire training program for the rest of the year and my diet plan. And yes, there will be bad days, and I'm sure there are days I'll cheat on my diet, but that's not the point. We're not the sum of any one bad day or any one good day. We're the sum of a bunch of days altogether. And I hope the majority of my days are good this year. Systems are great, But as we all know, most New Year's resolutions fail even with such a good plan. I'll tell you why. All of this is internal. I know what's happening. To manifest it out into the world, sometimes it helps to have accountability. So switching to another themed goal, content. My buddy challenged me to make 50 YouTube videos this year. I love competition. I'm gonna beat him, and that's my accountability buddy here. So I have a system here, but my accountability partner will be him, and we're gonna challenge each other to see who could make 50 videos. Lastly, all of this is really neat, but what really pushes me to actually work towards these goals is a deadline. So this could be a year plan, but I'm actually thinking about much smaller time frames. So for fitness, for example, my first training block ends in 3 months. Okay, so it's about 12 weeks of training, and we'll see where we are at that point. For content, I know my buddy said December, but I'm gonna try to finish these 50 videos by July. And that's what I would encourage anyone that's thinking about goals. So you wanna raise in maybe 2 years, why not in a year? I think people should always cut the time it takes to reach their goals in half. Because then, if you're laser focused on all these things, you get to cut out all the other things that don't matter and say no to things that don't matter and ultimately focus on what it is that you want. This is just what I do. I spend a lot of time thinking about myself. You don't have to do these things in this order. You can do it as much as you want, as little as you want, whenever, however. You can rewrite it, scrap it, make it fit whatever you want to do. The most important thing is this. Goals don't have to be clear and they don't have to be smart. They just need to make sense for you.